Okay, so welcome everyone to the live virtual fire ceremony, our first one ever. And today is Friday, May 8th, 2020. So welcome. And tonight's topic, one of the things that we're going to do is the Crown Chakra Star Activation Rite. It's a brand new rite. I mean, I don't even think Alberto Villoldo knows about this, maybe on some level. So, so we're facing the south, putting your hands up to the south direction. Winds of the south, great serpent, Amaru, Sachumama, great anaconda. Great serpent, wrap your coils of light around us. Teach us to shed the past the way you shed your skin. Show us the beauty way to walk softly on the earth. Amaru, Sachumama, humpway. Thank you. Oh! And then you could turn to your right and face the west. Oh!
To the winds of the west, jaguar, puma, cougar, all the great cats, kittens, and cubs. Thank you for paying around our medicine space and keeping us safe. Thank you for showing us the way beyond death. Oh!
Oh! The north of the north, great hummingbird, Sarawak Kenti, royal hummingbird, show us the way of the soul's journey for each one present, each one that's coming forward at this time. Sarawak Kenti, royal hummingbird. My guides, my helpers, my elementals, the helpers, guides, luminous ones, power animals of all present, and the ones coming and the ones joining us energetically. Great ones, luminous ones, you that walk on the other realm. We invite you into this ceremony because we know how important and how wonderful life is when we work with you. And we call you in and we thank you. And we are but simple humans. We do ask for nice, clean, clear, obvious messages with synchronicities and validations so we can take action and know steps to take boldly. Thank you. Oh!
Oh.
And to
Wobbin,
the east.
great golden eagle to the east, spirit keeper and guardian of the east, grandmother and grandfather eagle, come and join us in this ceremony. Bring the element of air, sacred messages of the pipestone and tobacco, freshness of the spring and the new beginnings. Please bring the innocence of a child, bring your teachings of clarity, wisdom, and illumination in this time of our life and this beautiful ceremony. Aho, mitakoyasen.
Oh.
Oh.
And the earth below.
Earth Mother, this is Deborah. Thank you for this day in my life and this way of praying. We give thanks as we step gently on you. We give thanks for all the waters. Ho, Nibiwabu. We give thanks for all the tall standing ones. We give thanks for the rocks, the two-leggeds, the creepy crawlers, and anybody else that I forgot. We give thanks that you share your beauty and your growth and your healing through this tumultuous time. It is so so honored and so happy to see all the beautiful things that are alive and bright. Protect the birds, protect everyone around us. And as we walk gently and go forth shining, we give thanks to this day in our lives. Oh, grandmother, we love you. I'm honored.
Mitakoyasen.
Oh!
Oh.
And Father Sky, Grandmother Moon. You want to do this one, Korana?
Sure. Creator, Thank you for coming today with us. Thank you for creating this beautiful life that we have and this change that is coming on us. Thank you for your gentle hands as we move in this different time in our lives. Thank you for coming. Thank you for all the thanksgiving and gifts that we have been receiving. Thank you for accepting all the ones who are leaving. Thank you for accepting all the ones that are coming. Thank you for this day in our life. Thank you for this sacred way of praying. Aho, mitakuya.
And finally, to the heart of yourself. Dear heart, you that beat so willingly and strongly inside this body. Heart, we know that you are the place where spirit connects with this living form, where earth meets spirit. Where Pachamama and Creator mix in this beautiful place of creation. Heart, you've been through so much, and you're asked to go through more. And sweet heart, I love you, I honor you. Thank you for beating. I am proud of you. I'm proud of all that you've accomplished. And I'm proud that you are here today and that you're showing up. Thank you for beating so ferociously or humbly or however you can beat. We love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing us to be in the physical being as we walk the spirit path today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh!
Yes.
Oh, thank you, guys. So now we're in sacred space. Yay!
We have been connecting more than ever, and I cannot be more grateful. And now to have this opportunity to see you all and sing together and do Munay Ki together. Thank you, Susan, so much. I'm just, I feel so blessed, and I feel blessed that I can pray and be strong to pray and remember everyone we are losing daily, to remember people who are suffering without jobs, in all kinds of conditions. We cannot even name them. And it is time to hold each other in kindness and compassion. And I feel that I think all of us here and so many other people were born to do that, to hold others in their hearts, to share love, to share support in whichever way they can without judgment. And this time has come, and I'm very grateful that it has come. So thank you all for coming. Mitakuya, all my relations.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, thank you.
Korana.
Mitakuyasan. Mitakuyasan means all my relations, including animals and plants and people. So everyone. So that's a great phrase. It's very lovely. So thank you, Korana. And I'm Susan Norton, and I've always loved fires. They are a place for just gathering. I just, it's so healing and it's wonderful. Ever since I started on the shamanic, I had them as a child. We'd have family fires and sleeping out in the scary woods with their head toward the fire. And, thank God I had those opportunities. And then when I was learning the shamanic path, there was these fire ceremonies and they were sacred. And there was a fire and they did ceremony. I'm like, oh my God. And they would chant and they would come with the Florida water and spritz and there'd be rattles and people would say things. And I'm like, oh my God, look at the fire responded. And we would sense like presences of loved ones, or we'd see things in the sky, and like things would happen at a fire that were just really magical. So I really found a place where I could start to do them. And first it was just mostly me, maybe one or two people, and then someone introduced me to Korana. And she started to come, and she's like this magnificent medicine woman, pipe carrier, so our personalities blended, and so we've been doing this for years together, and I really appreciate it. It's nice to have somebody to do fires with, and to have you guys come, because everyone brings a special medicine, a special wisdom, and some teachings, and often I get more out of the fire than what I expect. Because it's not really up to me, and it's not like a planned thing. It's not like, I don't know what wisdom is going to come out. And sometimes the teachings can be hard. Some of my hard lessons come up, and that's good. As long as I learned a lesson, I don't have to repeat it. So thank you. When I was in Peru a few years ago, I was with the shamans and my teacher, my main shamanic teacher. We were in Peru, and we climbed and climbed this kind of hazardous place, and we got to sit in this opening in the side of a mountain, and they had us sit down, and they gave us this rite. And it was the beginning. It was really cool. And what they did was they had to sit down, and they would open up with a special stone or sacred stone, open up the crown chakra. And they would rattle and drum. And then they took the crown chakra and they opened up the heart chakra. So that, and then they connected the crown chakra with like a rattle, and they connected it down to the heart so that we could receive spirit energy, messages from the other realm easily. But when you connect it to the heart, it's going to be in a way that's comfortable and helpful for you, and at a level that's good for you. So it's not going to be overwhelming. You're not going to see everything there is. If you can handle it, yes, you might. But it's such a beautiful balancing, and they did this thing, and it was so awesome. So I come, and I've been, I do, healing sessions in my home, and now, remotely as well. And what started to happen was, when I work, often the luminous ones will work through me because I don't know. And I'm in sacred space and I can trust. And they started to say, they wanted me to open the crown chakra of the hands. The crown chakra of the hands. And then they would connect that energy to the heart. Like they would open this one, connect it. Crown chakra of the hands to the heart. And they called them crown chakras. I'm like, okay, so I'm doing that. And then the bottoms of the feet, the crown chakra of the feet. And then I tend to do both sides. And then all up the leg energy through the chakras connecting in the heart. And then the other foot, they call them the crown chakras of the feet. And everything then meets in the heart. And I think what happens is the energy comes in from spirit, and it connects in the heart. And the hands are tools that give and receive energy and that bring us into the world. So that when we give, we're giving from a place that can divine connection, so we are not depleted. And we're also able to receive love or spirit energy or abundance or food or love. Connection. And then they come to the feet, the beautiful feet that hold us and walk us on the planet. And they open up the portals or the chakras at the bottoms of the feet so that the energy from the earth can do two things. It can, if you have too much energy or like so much tension or heaviness, that can flush out the feet into the earth where it does no harm. And Mother Earth appreciates it. And it also brings in that life force earth energy, beautiful divine energy from the earth. So these earth energies and spirit energies merging in the heart chakra. So it just helps us walk as humans in these, what they sometimes call the clay shell or physical bodies, and it activates us. And this happens often in the healing sessions, and it can happen more than once. And I don't think, except for people that I've taught it to, I don't know if anyone is doing, they've done this one, but I don't know if anyone else has done, but because we look like a star, like you imagine your legs are spread and your hands are spread out and your stars in the middle, you've got 1, 2, 3, 5 stars. So it's like this star chakra, crown chakra star activation. So it's like igniting the star being within us. That's what it seems like to me. So, that's where it came from, and it's probably within the last year or so that I've been doing this. Time is weird, so I don't always know. Korana, do you want to share anything else about this? Maybe she's getting ready. Do you want to share something about what it is, the teachings of the Crown Chakra Star Activation?
Sorry, I started talking and then realized I was muted. Sorry. Well, like I was saying
That's fine.
before, I think we can all use this opportunity because the lesson of the seventh chakra is mastery of time, right? So when we break free of that linear time, we also don't have the grip on the past anymore, right? So suddenly today is not anymore a result of the earlier things that happened in our life before this moment. And we suddenly are free from what we, call the cause and effect. So I think this is a beautiful time to do this this particular Munay Ki because we are opening the seventh chakra, allowing ourselves to step to the linear time, heal the events from the past, and start selecting that future that we want for ourselves. So I don't know if people have candles in their homes already lit, or if they want to light them now or later. But you always tell us after the Munay Ki Rite that we can feed what we have received. So I was wondering if that would be a good moment now after the people receive the rite to bring the energy from the candle and bring it to their heart, to the crown chakra, to the chakras of the hands and feet.
Yeah. Korana, do you think that this is a Munay Ki Rite, even though it's not an officially one that's labeled as such? Is it still Munay Ki, right? Because it's from spirit. Okay, so I'll just Munay Ki Rite. They don't mind. Okay, thank you. So what Korana is saying, like, it's when you get a rite, you like something shifts in your body. And when you actually activate it, it's like it can grow stronger and it keeps it very much alive. So what you can do is either reach towards a flame and activate the crown chakras of the hands by the flame. And you might feel take the energy from the flame and then the bottoms of each foot, and your feet will love it, and it's honoring of the body. And then everything then meets in the heart and the crown chakra and then the heart. And you know what, if you don't have a candle, or they don't let you have a candle in your home, what's another source of light that you can source from? There's two. So who can think of one or two, both? What's another place you can source light from?
The sun.
The sun.
You guys in Florida, yes.
The sun, and it's out somewhere. And let's say the sun is down. Where's another place that's ball of light, molten energy? What do you think? Huh?
The moon.
The moon could be the moon.
Full moon.
The full moon, good. And also the center of the earth. So when I'm in the morning and I do this, often I don't light a candle. I either reach up to the sun or I reach down and I take the energy from the molten center of the earth and I feed my chakras. Like every day I do my thing and I feed the chakras, and it just feels good. It makes me feel good. And I'm like, okay, all right, I can get through my day now, man. It's like, whew, little protection. So this is kind of cool. So what I thought we would do is, let me keep an eye on the time. So we're trying to be done about by 9. So we could do 4, 4, 4 breaths, and then Korana could do a clearing. Or do you want to do the clearing first, Korana?
However you want.
All right. How about this? I'm just feeling for what's the right thing to do. Because when you get this right, it's nice to be smudged or cleared beforehand, and it's also nice to take away the heavy energy before you bring in the light. And it also, like someone says, it makes space. Like when we lose something, there's an opening, a space. So we're going to kind of clear out the heaviness. So we're going to get ready for Korana's cleansing. But in the meantime, this is called 4-4-4 breath. And we'll do this 4 times. This helps ground you. So you won't float away after the rite. You will remain in your body because this is a special thing. So what you can do is you can breathe in for 4 beats, hold for 4 beats, breathe out for 4 beats, have no breath, and then breathe in. So then as you do this process, you're breathing in, holding, breathing all the way out, expelling all the old, the heaviness. And then you have no breath for 4 beats. Now I really want to breathe in. And it cleanses your lungs and it fills your body and actually activates your cells. And it's a great thing to do before the rite. So if this is hard for you, adjust it. You don't want to faint or anything. This also can be done longer, 7-7-7, but 4-4-4 is good. So just relax. If you want to do this, everything's optional. So breathe in, hold, breathe out. No breath. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. No breath. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. No breath. Last time, breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. No breath. And just breathe normally. Thank you. All right, so invite Korana. However she's going to do this.
I'm doing this for Lisa first. She knows who she is. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you,
Thank you.
Korana. Love that song.
Thank you all for joining. I'm starting the smudge. Tonight I'm going to use both sage and cedar. Sage to take away all that we don't need anymore. Sage is cleansing. Smudging in general, we can smudge with many different things, from mushrooms to different herbs. I've chosen to use both sage and sage and cedar, sorry, because as much as sage allows for cleansing and leaving on all the things that we don't need anymore, cedar fills all those empty spaces back again and allows us to bring in whatever energies, whatever spaces we have opened up by using sage. I'm also going to use my feather, actually, that I got in Florida, ladies. From Florida, it's a turkey vulture feather. Actually, it's a black vulture feather. Turkey vulture is one of my totems, and I find them amazing animals, amazing birds who, just like sage, they cleanse and help us remove things that otherwise would not be removed from nature and so from us. So I'm gonna use the sage and cedar and energetically smudge all of you. I have everyone on the screen, so I will just go from person to person and smudge, and that's it without clear.
So normally in a Munay Ki Rite, when we are by the fire in person, we have ceremony, we explain, and then Korana and I and anyone else that's gifting the rites, we step back a little bit into little areas on the side of the fire or tucked in the woods a little bit. And people come up to one of us one by one, and they get the rite from either Korana or me or Lisa or someone else gifting the rite. And you receive the rite, and sometimes there's a message. And as I've been praying and kind of settling in, I'm like, okay, I'm going to give the rite to you guys now, individually, but all at the same time. How? I don't know. All I know is I'm being told that this is possible, and we can enter other realms and we can do things. And because if it's not me and my ego doing it and I surrender, something can move through me, and you could receive the rite from them through me at the same time that Monica's receiving it and Peter. So anyway, don't worry if you feel anything or not, but just surrender. And I suggest if you have a cell phone or something that may beep or ding, you might want to turn it off. Or if something beeps during, just relax.